Hey guys, it's been a while since did a video, so I thought I'd do one today on something very important. You know, it's been said since the beginning of time that this era is the worst. Every generation has looked at the smoke on the horizon and said, "This is it. This is the end." And man, and people love to clap back with, "Yeah, but your ancestors said the same thing," as if that settles it, as if repetition equals irrelevance. Come on, guys. Well, but let's be honest. Something is very different now. Not just louder, not just faster. There's something different in the bones of this. Never before has darkness been so polished. Never before has confusion been celebrated as wisdom and weakness crowned as virtue. Never before has truth been so aggressively mocked while lies are defended with religious passion. Amazing. It's not just moral drift. This is moral inversion. Everything's flipped. Sin doesn't even blush anymore. It demands applause. And the most dangerous part, we're told to call it progress. Wow. Oh, man. See, man, previous generations had wars, plagues, corruption, and cruelty. No doubt. I'm not saying they didn't. But they didn't have a world where lies travel at the speed of light and truth is throttled by algorithms. They didn't raise children in a culture that disciples them 24/7 before their parents ever get a word in. They didn't live in a time where identity itself is shattered, fragmented, and sold back to the people as freedom. This isn't just decay. This is disintegration. And here's the raw part the church doesn't always like to say out loud. The greatest threat isn't the darkness out there, it's the numbness in here. It's the numbness in here. See, we have learned how to coexist with sin, how to manage compromise, how to soften the edges of the gospel so it doesn't offend a dying world. God forbid we should tell them the truth about heaven and hell. We call it grace, but it's actually fear. Fear of being rejected, fear of being labeled, fear of losing comfort. Jesus never told us to predict the day or the hour. He told us to discern the season. And if the signs don't shake us awake, then maybe we are more asleep than we think. See, this generation isn't worse because people are more sinful. People have always been sinful. This generation is worse because truth is under assault and many who claim Christ are silent. They're distracted or they're just tired of fighting. But hear this clearly. Darkness does not mean defeat. Night is when stars are visible. Pressure is what forges steel. God has always done his deepest work in the most chaotic moments in history. When the world looks like it's falling apart, it may be actually lining up for judgment and redemption. So no, this isn't a time for cute sermons or soft Christianity. This is not an hour for spectators. This is a call to holiness, to courage, to burning faith that refuses to bow to the spirit of the age. If this is really the end, then let's be found faithful. And if it's not, then let's still live like people who believe Jesus is worth everything. Because whether this is the final chapter or just another brutal page in human history, one thing hasn't changed. The King is still on the throne. The truth still cuts, and the light still wins. He always wins. As always, look, guys, I love you. Be blessed to be a blessing.